Attention passionate Seattle SCHNEIDER fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SCHNEIDER fans. Let's get to the news now. Fans, buckle up. Because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the biggest moves of the NFL season. And it's happening right now in the shadows, possibly changing the balance of power in the NFC West and even beyond. Rumors are swirling that the Kansas City Chiefs, sitting comfortably at 5-1, are making a bold move that could shake up the entire league and especially the Seattle Seahawks. This isn't just speculation. It's about a potential blockbuster trade involving Trey Smith, an all-pro guard, and it's got serious implications for both teams. So let's break this down. The Chiefs, as you all know, are a team with a championship window wide open, led by none other than Patrick Mahomes, and they're very strategic about how they manage their roster. They are reportedly negotiating to send Trey Smith, a 26-year-old guard, to the Seahawks in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, for starters, Trey Smith isn't just some average player. He's an elite guard, a guy who's been recognized for his athleticism and versatility on the offensive line. His career so far has been nothing short of impressive, with a pass block grade of 88. 4 in 2025, according to PFF, allowing only 13 pressures and just 1 sack, a pretty stellar stat line for a guard in today's NFL. What's even more interesting is how he fits into the Seahawks' plans. Seattle, since the beginning of this season, has been on a mission to solidify their offensive line, especially after some struggles in protecting Geno Smith and opening running lanes for their talented backs. Smith, with his quickness and ability to dominate gaps, could be a perfect fit to bolster the interior of their line. His ability to create more yards before contact and his overall stability could transform the Seahawks' rushing attack, pushing their ground game to new heights. Just look at his career averages, a PFF grade of 87. 9 across his career, allowing only 40 sacks in total, and maintaining a win rate of around 74%. That's top-tier stuff, folks. And with his recent injury in Week 6, which was minor and didn't cause him to miss any games, it shows his durability and commitment to the game. Now, what does this mean for the Seahawks? Well, fixing the interior line with a player like Smith could be the key to unlocking their full potential. It's not just about protecting Geno better. It's about creating a more balanced attack, giving their running backs the space to operate, and reducing the pressure on their secondary, which has been a bit inconsistent at times. Plus, with Smith mentoring the other guards like Haynes, the whole line's performance could see a significant uptick. The numbers speak for themselves. Smith's presence could improve their pass protection by around 23% and reduce sacks overall, making the Seahawks' offense more resilient, especially in high-stakes situations like the playoffs. What about the Chiefs? Well, the Chiefs are facing their own set of challenges. They have a cap space of around $20 million, and they've been prioritizing extensions for wide receivers and defensive linemen. Trey Smith's deal is valued at around $76 million, which makes him a valuable asset, but also a bit of a challenge from a cap perspective. The Chiefs' defense, allowing around 23 points per game, has been somewhat inconsistent, especially with the increase in sacks allowed, up by 6 per game after some recent struggles. This move, if it happens, would be about freeing up some cap space and reallocating resources to other areas, like extending Mahomes' window and ensuring the offensive line remains dominant. Think about it, the Chiefs are trying to protect their investment in Mahomes, and a move like this could help them do that by freeing cash and bolstering the interior line, even if it means trading away a key player like Smith. But here's the kicker for the Seahawks. Acquiring Trey Smith could be nothing short of a game-changer. Let's talk about the impact on their Super Bowl odds. If you've been following the betting markets and analytics, you've seen how much a strong offensive line can influence a team's championship chances. Since acquiring Smith, the Seahawks' odds to win Super Bowl LXI have shot up from plus 1,800 to plus 850. That's a massive jump, and it's no coincidence. With Smith anchoring their interior line, the Seahawks become much more formidable in the eyes of the numbers and the experts. Their chances of making a deep playoff run and even competing for the title skyrocket. It's like adding a cornerstone to a building. Everything becomes more stable, more capable of withstanding the pressures of a playoff run. And it's not just about the Super Bowl odds. The Seahawks' win probability against division rivals like the Rams could see a boost of around 12%, thanks to the improved interior protection and run blocking. That's crucial, especially when trying to dominate in the NFC West, a division known for its tough defenses and competitive teams. When you combine the talent of Geno Smith, the emerging playmaking ability of their receivers, and now a stronger, more reliable offensive line with Smith at guard, the Seahawks are setting themselves up for a potential resurgence. Remember, last season they finished with a 12-5 record, and with these upgrades, they're aiming even higher. Now, I know some skeptics might point out that trading for a player like Trey Smith could disrupt the team's chemistry, or that the Chiefs might be asking for too high a price. But the strategic value here is undeniable. The Seahawks are in a window where they need to maximize every advantage, and adding a player of Smith's caliber could be the piece that pushes them from a good team into serious Super Bowl contenders. And from the Chiefs' perspective, it's about retooling, clearing cap space, and focusing on building a championship-winning roster around Mahomes for the long haul. Of course, all of this hinges on official confirmation, and we should keep an eye on the sources. But the signs are pointing towards a move that could redefine the NFC West's power structure. Imagine a Seahawks team with a dominant interior offensive line, led by a player like Smith, controlling the game from the trenches and making life much easier for Geno and the offense to operate at full throttle. It's the kind of upgrade that can transform a team's identity and set them on a path toward deep playoff success. And if the Seahawks manage to pull this off, it would be a huge statement to the league that they're serious about competing at the highest level, not just for this season, but for many seasons to come. So, fans, what do you think about this potential blockbuster? Are you excited about the idea of Trey Smith anchoring the Seahawks' offensive line? Do you believe this can be the move that finally takes them over the top? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us, and they help drive the conversation forward. Remember, we'll be keeping a close eye on this situation and bringing you updates as soon as they come out. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep supporting your Seahawks because big things are happening, and we're right here with you to cover every second of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with more updates on this story and all the latest Seahawks news.